Yo, yes sir, man. We live and we back. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, here today bringing you another edition of my starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel. Alright, but before we do that, y'all already know it's the lineup review, man. Get into my best lineup from yesterday's slate. Just going over the plays and how we tried to attack yesterday's slate. So while we got that queued up, man, listen, if you new to the channel, this your first time hearing my voice, go on and hit that subscribe button, man. You won't be sorry, I guarantee it. And definitely, if you in the sound of my voice, you already know you gotta hit that like button for your boy, man. It's greatly appreciated. It goes a long way. Help a small channel out trying to grow over here. All right. Now, let's get into this lineup review from yesterday, man. Yesterday was slate was that we lost a little bit. Uh, just didn't need this didn't have all the pieces together. Definitely had some of the pieces. Got some bad breaks, but let's get into the breakdown. This is my best lineup right here. Put up 309 yesterday. Starting at the top, man. If you want to look at my point guard, I went Spencer Dinwiddie. Got him at under 2% on at 6,200. I know once all that value opened up from Miami, Laurie became very chalky. Adebayo became very chalky. But I still thought Dinwiddie was a very solid play at this price tag, especially in the pace-up matchup against the San Antonio Spurs here. So I wanted to get him in. Great ownership right here. He was just okay, man. Gave us right at 5x with 30 fantasy points, but definitely needed a little more from him, especially on yesterday's slate. But still solid effort from Dinwiddie. Coming in my shooting guard. When's Chris Duarte? We got a little unlucky here, man. Got him at 7.3% on. I knew he was a great pivot for some of the Miami chalks. Like, yeah, all those Miami guys, Struce, Vincent, Martin. I felt like it could have been any one of those guys. You didn't know which one it was gonna be, and everybody was just taking their guesses, picking which one they liked the best. So I thought Duarte was a great pivot from those guys. A little bit more expensive, but a guy who we know what he's capable of. We know what he can do out there. We got him at 7% on right here, and we got unlucky in this spot because he could have definitely gave us a bigger performance. He could have been pushing 30 fantasy points here. He got kicked out. He got ejected from the game with about 7-8 minutes left to go in the fourth. So he missed by 7-8 minutes a closing run in a tightly contested game here. So just a tad bit unlucky, but we definitely could have got some more from Chris Duarte right here. But that ejection, and nothing you can do about that. You can't predict those type of things. At the small forward, I wanted to go Martin here. I forget which one it is. Cody, Caleb, it don't matter. Once I saw he was starting, I knew I was gonna want some of the Heat starters. So Struce, Vincent, I went whoever started in this matchup was who I wanted, and we saw Martin get the start, got him at 23% on. Nice performance from him right here. Gave us right at 26 DK points, man. So over 7x right here, pushing 9x right here for Martin. Very solid play on yesterday's slate. Coming in at power four, I went Jay Sean Tate, 4,800. Matchup against the OK City Thunder, man. He had a nice performance. Got him at 27% on 4,800. We know he's a guy who does everything. He fills up the stat sheet for. He doesn't go crazy, but he's gonna give you a little bit of everything, and that's what we got from him yesterday. On en route to 37 DK points for Jay Sean Tate. Coming in at center, Bam Adebayo 8,200. You know, it was self-explanatory. Once Butler was out and Hero was out, you had to have some of Laurie, had to have some of Bam. In my opinion, I definitely took some shots on him yesterday. Had him in different spots. Had Bam in this lineup right here, right at 26% on. He gave us 48 DK points, man. Nice double from Bam on yesterday. At my guard, Garrison Matthews. Just reaching in my bag, trying to get different here. Didn't want to be too chalky. Got him at right at 5% on, man. In this matchup, we saw him get. He's been getting solid minutes with what's the Jalen Green over there being out, so I feel like he was in line for solid minutes again. Going against the OK City Thunder team, he gave us a solid effort right here, man. At 4K, uh, over 6x right here, at pushing 26 DK points. Very solid effort from Matthews here. Coming in at my other forward, I wanted to go Demontis Sabonis, man. Once Miles Turner was out, I figured Sabonis would get some center minutes. I didn't know if he would start at the center or how would they do it because they got a various amount of bigs over there. They could have went a bunch of different ways, but I knew I wanted Sabonis once Turner was out. We got him at 24% on, man. He came through with a monster game for us, man. Triple double for Sabonis, 25 boards, 10 assists, 16 points, man. We needed him to score a little more. He could have had a much bigger game, but we'll definitely take it at this ownership right here, pushing 67 DK points. And then round out my lineup, man. Once Jokic was ruled in, tried to sneak him in right here. Got him at 13%. Nice ownership here. And his matchup against Miami, he gave us 57 DK points. Solid, but not nearly enough. As a lot of bigs did well yesterday, man. A lot of bigs. It was a lot of ways to go. You didn't have to spin up at Jokic. So even though he gave you a solid effort, a solid performance yesterday, it just wasn't enough when you had guys like Sabonis dropping big performance, Christian Wood, Jonas Valanciunas high scorer on the night. So it was a lot of bigs that outperformed them. So it didn't help us that much here in this spot. But like I said, 309, just an okay night on DK. We lost a little bit. Let's go take a look at FanDuel, see how I did over there. FanDuel, I just ran one lineup. Didn't have time to really get multiple lineups going here, but 332 finished just outside the money over here. This is the $10 single entry over here. At the top, went Kyle Lowry, 53% on, man. The price was excellent over here on FanDuel, especially for his role with no Jimmy Butler and no Tyler Hero. He gave you right at 39, gave you 39 fantasy points. At my other point guard, got a little sneaky, little cute here with Devontae Graham, man. He was 4,800 over here on FanDuel. I was just getting him in the lineup as a low-on play, expecting his minutes to slowly start bumping up as he's returning back to the Pelicans. Got him under 1% here, man. He gave us 22 FanDuel points pretty much, but not nearly enough. I was expecting at least 30 plus from him at that 4,800. It really would have helped us on FanDuel. At shooting guard, the guy who let me down, man, I went Paul George in this matchup against New Orleans Pelicans. I feel like this should be a solid pace-up spot or a good pace game. I don't necessarily say pace-up spot as the Clippers play pretty fast already, but I thought it was a great pace game, nice matchup. Got him at 36% on here, man. But the Clippers just got handled, man. They got the doors blew off on them by the Pelicans, and Paul George only gave us 31 FanDuel points. And my other shooting guard went back to Karis LeVert, man, just hoping he can capitalize on those minutes and all those shots he been putting up, but he just hasn't been scoring the ball that effectively. Struggled a little bit yesterday, man. At 24%, only gave us 18 FanDuel points. Really brought my lineup down in this spot here. At my small forward, I went back to Garrison Matthews over here on FanDuel. I liked it to play. I felt like nobody would be on him. I felt like he was a solid value play and a little different value just to try to get away from some of the chalk. Got him at 3% on over here. Gave us 23 FanDuel points. A solid effort, but definitely needed a bigger performance from him. Keldon Johnson, my other small forward, 37% in this matchup against the Washington Wizards. Just wanted to get him in here. You know he's a double-double potential, especially with those other Spurs guys being questionable. I thought his minutes was solidified in this matchup. He came in at 37% on, but only gave us 22 FanDuel points. So not nearly enough for Keldon Johnson in this spot. Down finishing out my lineup, I nailed my bigs on FanDuel. I nailed my bigs. Just couldn't get my guards right. So first up at my power forward, got some bonus, man. I already told you the monster triple double from him. Gave us 60 FanDuel points. At my other power forward, went Christian Wood in that matchup against the Thunder. I told y'all yesterday in video it was a nice price on him. I love the matchup. I thought the Rockets would get full run in this matchup against the Thunder, as I didn't think the Thunder could blow them out. So right at 59 FanDuel points for Christian Wood at 63% on. And at the center, man, my pivot, Nikola Vucevic. I knew it was a great spot against Charlotte. Pace up matchup. Charlotte does not rebound the ball very well. I felt like it could be a big night for Vucevic. I felt like he was in line for a monster double double, and that's what we got here. Right at 17% on, man. 58 FanDuel points for Nikola Vucevic. So very solid effort from Vuce yesterday as well. But 332, like I said, just missed the money. But let's get to today's slate, man. See what we got going on. All right. 5 game slate across both sites today. At the top, I want to look at Emmanuel quickly. All right. So news came out yesterday that Kemba Walker is out of the rotation. So that means more minutes for quickly, especially I want to look at him right here in this spot with Derrick Rose still being questionable. I like this play regardless. If Derrick Rose is out, I'm going to love quickly tomorrow. He should be able to see as many minutes as he can handle in this spot, all right? So definitely going to get to some Emmanuel quickly tomorrow. Coming in as shooting guard, I want to look to his buddy Alex Burks. I like him as well in this matchup. 5,600. I like him right now at this price tag. I'm gonna love him if RJ Barrett is out. We got RJ Barrett being questionable right now. So if you couple in the fact that Kemba Walker's out of the rotation and RJ Barrett is questionable, if he sits, man, I expect a lot of run for quickly and a lot of run for Alex Burks in a pace up matchup here against the Brooklyn Nets where they're gonna need some scoring, man. I'm gonna love getting to these two guys right here, especially if RJ Barrett is out. All right, coming in at small forward, man. I want to look at Dylan Brooks. It's going to be sticker shock to some of y'all, to some people out here, like 7K. I'm not paying 7K for Dylan Brooks, but I think it's going to be a nice play, especially on a 5 gamer tomorrow on DraftKings where the pricing is super tight. You're going to have to pay a little more for some guys than you're comfortable with or that you want to. I think Dylan Brooks is in a great spot, man. If we just get into his game log here, let's just look at the last game out. 21 minutes, man. He gave you pretty much 35 DraftKings points. And he didn't shoot the ball that effectively, man. He was 1 of 6 behind the arc, 8 of 17 from the field. Solid, right at 47%. That's very solid. But I think the 3-point shooting can improve. You know he always has multiple steal upside. He's a nice defender. And you gotta hope he can just fall into some extra assists. But 34 points right here, not shooting the ball that well, and in 21 minutes, man. If this game is closer, I'ma love Dylan Brooks, man. No Ja Morant, he's gonna see all the usage he wants, man. I'ma like getting Dylan Brooks. Don't mind paying a little extra for him. I would like for him to be a little cheaper, but I'm okay with it on this 5-game slate. So at my power forward, man. Rolling the dice with Jaren Jackson Jr., man. 6,700. You know what it is with him. If you can just avoid the fouls, he's gonna pay off this salary. If he can get 30+ minutes, man, Jaren Jackson should pay off this 6,700 price tag over here. Going against these Toronto Raptors, I like him. Double potential, man. He may get some minutes at center. Who knows? They don't like to run Steven Adams that much, so I like getting the Jaren Jackson. Just hoping he can avoid the foul trouble. It's very risky putting him in the lineup, but I'm okay on this 5-game slate, man. Rolling them out, all right. Then coming in at my son, I want to look at my boy DeAndre Ayton. Prices dropping down on him a little bit over here. 7,100 in this matchup against the Golden State Warriors. Listen, we know Golden State doesn't have any size in the front court. They're probably going to try to go small, which I think is going to be a big mistake against DeAndre Ayton. Going small, the Suns are not going to take Ayton off the court unless he's in foul trouble. Aiden could really dominate on the glass down here. He has potential for a big double-double, man. I like him at this 7,100 price tag on DK. I'm going to have plenty of them, man. Right now, looking like my favorite play on the slate so far. Get you some DeAndre Ayton going against the Warriors. There you have it, man. My starting 5 for DraftKings: Emmanuel Quickly, Alex Burks, Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr., and DeAndre Ayton. Let's take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm liking over there. All right. Coming in at FanDuel, man, at the top, staying with Emmanuel Quickly. Slightly cheaper over here. Take them savings and just put them in your lineup, man. Expecting him to get the start at point guard, like I said, provided no Derrick Rose. If Derrick Rose is back, he is going to be in play. So definitely keep a eye out for that news, man. I'm gonna like Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose back. He may start at the point guard. Who knows? But I'm gonna like Derrick Rose if he's playing. But for right now, I'm still gonna like Emmanuel quickly, whether Rose plays or not. But I'm gonna love him if he's out. Coming in at shooting guard, I think we can go right back to Cade Cunningham, especially at this 6,900 price tag on FanDuel. Way cheaper than on DraftKings. I like him over here in this spot against the Portland Trail Blazers. Portland Trail Blazers coming off the second night of a back to back. Man, the defense is reeling. It's Trailblazers not looking good right now, so I'm hoping Detroit can stay in this game. And Cade Cunningham is their star right now. He's pretty much gonna be their star. I think he has real triple double potential, man. He really fills up the stat sheet, and if the shot is falling, that's when you see the 50-point performances from him, man. But he's gonna give you everything: assists, rebounds, a steal or two. You just hope that he can get the shot going and give you some real life points to go with it. But Cade Cunningham, all the upside in the world, is 6,900 in this matchup. I love him over here on FanDuel. Coming in at small forward, this is more like it. Just lock and load Dylan Brooks. He's going to be chalky on FanDuel. I guarantee it. Probably be the highest owned player on the slate. But 5,800, no Ja Morant. He's going to get all the shots he wants, man. Just lock and load him. Just try to get different somewhere else. He's going to be super chalky on FanDuel at this price tag. But I think you got to have him over here. I think it's good chalk. Going to have all the Dylan Brooks on FanDuel. Coming in at power forward, I think we can go to Julius Randle, man. Looking for a bounce back spot from him, man. He's struggled the last two outings, but going against this Nets team, another team with no real inside presence, I think he can give it. I think he's in line for a big double, man. He can get on the block and really have his way down low against the Nets. There's nobody, not really a body they can throw at him. LaMarcus Aldridge is going to be too slow. His feet not quick enough to stay with him. KD's not big enough. He should be able to just dominate against this Nets team, and I like him at this 8,500. Looking for him to have a bounce back spot right here. I loved Julius Randle on the Nets today. And coming in at my center, I'm going to roll my boy back out, man. Yusuf Nurkic. Yes, sir. Second night of a back-to-back. Listen, played him last night. He worked out solidly for us. He gave us 40 fantasy points last night. It's just the other centers just crushed. But Yusuf Nurkic, good sign. I saw him get 27 minutes last night in a blowout. So if the game was close, I think he could have reached over 30. So I think it's safe to say, barring a blowout, he might be at the 30-minute mark. And if that's the case, he will destroy Detroit down there, man. He should be able to have his way. I just got to hope Detroit can stay close and he can get to 30 minutes, but he can absolutely crush this price tag right here, 6,700. Even if you don't get 30 minutes, he can crush his price tag. Like I said, he gave you 40 last night in 27 minutes in a blowout. So if he gets 30, he's going to give you a nice return, man. I like Yusuf Nurkic over here on FanDuel, all right? There you have it, man. My starting five for FanDuel: Emmanuel Quickly, Cade Cunningham, Dylan Brooks, Julius Randle, and Yusuf Nurkic, man. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pool. You know I'm going to have them in mind, all right? That's going to do it for us here today. Y'all know the motto, man. Chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.